up, y'all? And it's your girl Color Me As, and I'm back at it again with another video. I know y'all thought it was gonna be a long time before I came back with another video, but I'm back with another video. Like I told y'all I was gonna come back. I wasn't gonna wait all this time, you know, or whatever. So today's video, anyway, so today's video is gonna be a story time. This story time is gonna be about my first time going to prom. Now, it wasn't a high school prom, it was a junior high prom, but it's like still like somewhat of the same experience. So pretty much it was like somewhat the same experience, except we didn't have to drive far away to go to our prom. Anyway, I know I look crazy right now. I'm gonna get all that fixed up tomorrow. Y'all gonna see me in my next video. I'm gonna be all fixed. Like, I ain't gonna be looking like this. I'm gonna be fixed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so today's gonna be a story time. My first time going to prom. And let's get right into the video. My 8th grade year. Let's talk about this. Okay, so I went to a different, first off, I went to a different school. And I didn't really want to associate with nobody because I was mad that I had to go to this different school. Like, I was really upset that I had to go to this different school because I wasn't with my friends anymore. And, like, me not being with my friends, like, that really just upset me. Like, I didn't really know nobody there, and I didn't want to really fool with them. And, like, it was just so much. But then I ended up getting to know them, and I ended up just loving it. I ended up loving it there, and it was just so much fun. So let's get into this prom business. Okay, so at the beginning of the year, we were asked if we wanted to have a prom, and we said yes. Now, at the beginning, when this all first started, the prom planning and everything else, when this all first started, I had a dress in mind. I had a date, and like everything was all set and everything was all planned. So this is where it gets interesting. Now, in this story, I'm going to name some people, but I'm not going to say their real names just in case anybody want to go look them up and try to, like, bash them or anything. Because, like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. Like, I'm almost out of high school now. So, it doesn't even matter at this point. I don't even associate with them. So, yeah, it didn't even matter. So, we're going to call my date. Well, he didn't take me to prom. So, that's why this is pretty much a story time. Okay. So, his name, my supposed B-date, is going to be, I'm going to call him, Jack. Okay, I'm gonna call him Jack. And the girl he ended up taking to prom, I'm gonna get into her later, but let's get into Jack first. So I met Jack, was talking to Jack. He had asked me to prom. Now, my cousin had set this up. She had called me, and she was like, and I was just like, what? And she was like, somebody gonna ask you something tomorrow, and you better not say no, you better say yes. And I was like, if I say no, I just say no, cause like, if I say no, I'm just gonna say no, and can't nobody do nothing to stop it or whatever. And then she was like, yeah, whatever. So I was just like, I was waiting on the next day. I was like, now who could ask me something? Like, I don't really know nobody here. And like, I don't know. Just, no, that wasn't it. So I was they had a 8A, 8B, and 8C. At first I was in class 8B, and then they transferred me to 8A. I cried the moment they transferred me because I did not want to leave the class of 8B. Like, I did not want to leave that class. And it hurt my feelings that I had to leave that class. But I ended up loving 8A because there was some funny characters up in there. And, like, it was just cool. So, the guy, he was in class 8C, I believe. I think. I'm not really sure. So, anyway, the next day came, and I came out of breakfast. And I was just like, okay, let's just see what today's thing. And so, I got stopped by Jack. And he was like, will you go to prom with me? And this was at the beginning of planning this prom and everything else. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. Now, at this time, I had two friends, like two female friends. Like, I had just met them or whatever. The first girl, I'm gonna name. Now I'm just gonna call out their real names because you might see them somewhat on my channel a bit. So Takira and Tia. One name was Takira and one name was Tia. Those were my friends. Like when I first got there, they were real nice and they like helped me out a lot. And like we're still friends to this day. So especially me and Takira, like we've grown very close. So they was like, apparently Tia had dated Jack before I got to the school, and I didn't know it. I didn't know who he was when she was talking about him. So you just gonna be there, friends us being like, yeah, girl, okay. But I didn't know who he was. So when I told them that he had asked me to prom, and I was like, yeah, and like he wasn't ugly, like he was a pretty decent looking guy, and it didn't seem like nothing was wrong with him. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go to prom with you. And it was just, it went from there. Like, he was pretty cool. So when I told them, the girl was like, didn't you just call him ugly, like, the other day? And I was just like, oh, God. Bruh. Like, why? Like, I didn't know who he was. And, like, I didn't know what he looked like before she was just talking about this. I was like, no, you were calling him ugly. I just agreed with what you said. Like, I didn't know who he was. Like, I was just listening to you. Like, I ain't never agree with you. I ain't never do none of that. I just listened to what you had to say. And then it's like, she was like, I don't got no problem with it because I don't care. Although apparently, I guess that was first love. I don't know. I really honestly don't know. I'm gonna have to, we're gonna do a review on this story time and we're gonna get her side. And because I really just don't remember. I think they just had dated before I came. I don't think that was first loves. So, me and Takira, like, the month goes on, me and Xavier, we talking or whatever, we still doing this prom stuff and whatever more. So, like, the closer it gets to prom, the closest time to pay for our tickets. We paying for graduation, like our cap and gowns, our graduation shirts. I ended up not getting a graduation shirt. I don't know why I didn't get a graduation shirt. I really should have, but I didn't, because I think it said, like, the sweet class of 16 on front, on the back with our names, and then on the front it was, like, go big or go home with 16. And so I was just like, okay. So me and Xavier had gotten close during this time. He got me a Christmas present. I got him a Christmas present. Oh, no, did I get him a Christmas present? I don't know. I don't think I did. I don't remember. I don't think I did, though. Because, like, he gave me something, but I didn't give him nothing. That's what it was. I didn't give him nothing because, like, I didn't buy no gifts for no boy, not for no Christmas. Like, what? I was in 8th grade. Like, first of all, like, what am I buying you a gift for? Like, no. No. So, he got me a gift for Christmas or whatever. So then, I say maybe that, February. This is where the girl he went to prom with comes in. Maybe that February or that January. I don't know. I think it was like after we got back from Christmas break or something like that. I had found out that he had started talking to this other girl. Now, he was just like, they were just friends and this and that. Like, I really didn't care at that point. Like, I don't care. I'm just worried about trying to get up out of here. And I was still worried about my projects because I hadn't picked out a prom dress yet. And I hadn't ordered one. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. I didn't really care. So, all I know was one day I got like a call or a text or whatever. And it was just like, we're not going to prom anymore. Or we're not talking anymore. I was just like, okay. Like, okay. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, you don't want to go to prom anymore. That's cool. Like, or whatever. But, like, how the ticket had went was, like, I think the tickets was, like, $20. And I had, like, 16 on me that day. Like, I was going to bring the whole 20, like, the next day. But I had 16 on me that day. But he was just like, I pay the rest for the ticket. And, like, that'll be a prom ticket. Okay, we had got our prom tickets before we got out for Christmas break. And he was just like, I'll pay the $4 for the rest of your ticket. I got the rest of it. I was like, okay, cool. So, like, the next day, like, when we got back, like, the next day after I had got that phone call over them, I got called by the prom coordinator, our prom sponsor, and she was just like, Jack said that he paid for your ticket and he wants to give it to, oh, I didn't give her name. Let me give her name. And he wants to give it to, let me see, what am I going to name her? Anna. And he wants to give it to Anna. I was just like, no, that can't happen because I paid for that ticket with majority of my money. You can give him his $4 back and I will just bring you $4. She was like, I'm just not going to do that. She's just going to have to pay for her own ticket. So I was like, okay, that's cool with me. So at that point, I had planned on going to prom by myself at this point. And like, so I had started getting close with this other guy. And I'm going to name him Jaden. Yeah, I'm going to name him Jaden. He was a basketball player at a different school in my parish. Not my first school, but he was a basketball player at a different school. So, me and him had started talking with him. And then I was like, hey, do you want to go to prom with me? Like, and he was just like, yeah, I'll go. Let me just ask my mom. And it was like, okay, we were going to prom and everything else. Let me tell you what the problem was. I still didn't have a dress. Y'all, like, I was stressing because at this point it was close to prom time. That means, like, it was February. It was February, and I was like, okay, I don't have a dress. I don't have a dress. Okay. So, time passes, and then he's like, and then he told me, he was like, I can't go to prom with you. And I was like, why? And then he was like, I got in trouble and I got a game that day and I already paid for it. Because he was like, he played AAU at the same time. Like, he was a good basketball player. So he was doing 2 different basketball teams at the same time. So I was like, okay, you can't go. I'll just go by myself. And that was it. Like, that's what I had planned. I was going to go by myself. I wasn't stressing about. So he had paid for his ticket. So I was just like, okay, so he's not going anymore, so you can take his name off the list or whatever. So the week before, this was like, no, we had prom in April, I believe. That week before, like during my spring break, I ended up going down south for my cousin's graduation from Dillard University. And her stepmom and me, we were all looking for a dress. And I was just like, okay, I still don't have a dress or whatever. And this was going to be. So I ended up getting a dress. I'm going to insert some pictures now. So I ended up getting a dress. And like, I liked the dress. I was in love with my dress. Like, it wasn't too much and it wasn't too little. If you get what I'm saying. Like, it was just right. Because I feel like it's an 8th grade prom. It's not like how my prom is going to be. I don't have to go all out for this. So, I had my friends, me, Mari, Tata, we was just all there, and it was just so much fun. And I was just like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Like, we're gonna have fun. Like, we planned this. Like, we had a limo. So they had their dates and everything. So we were our colors. Like, they had on gold. Amari and Tata had on gold, and I had on blue, which is our future university colors, Southern. And so I was the blue and they had on gold. Like, we did not plan that at all though, because I had on a navy blue and they had on the gold. So we didn't plan this at all. So the weekend before, I got a call from my friend, my guy friend, Chuck. And he was like, hey son, what you doing? You got a date to prom? And I was like, nah, I'm gonna just go by myself. And then he was like, well, I got a cousin. If you want to go to prom with somebody, I got a cousin or whatever, and he don't mind going to prom. I was like, well, ask him and we'll see. So He asked the dude, and the dude was like, he was gonna have to ask his girlfriend. He asked his girlfriend was cool. He asked his people, they were cool. And he was like, but I ain't got no ticket. I said, well, since Jaden couldn't come, you could just have his ticket. Because, like, the money was non-refundable, so it was just going to be money wasted anyway. So, I let him have the ticket. And it was like, okay, so there, I got a date. So, all of us had dates. We got at the limo. We all met up at Tata's house. Her mom, awesome. Our moms are awesome. Like, they made this a night to remember. We all went on the park. We took pictures, and it was just so much fun. And it was just like everything that I could hope for, and it was everything I could wish for. Now, prom, like when we got there, I had my date. I was okay with my date. I was happy with my date. I was just like, okay, I got this. I got a date. Look at me. And like that was my first time meeting him. I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know how tall he was or nothing. And y'all know at that time I was like kind of tall, but I wasn't tall. Like now everybody has hit their growth spurt, and like everybody's taller than me now. But like then, like he wasn't, I didn't know what he looked like. So that was my first time seeing him on prom day. So we all get in the limo, we ride around, we take pictures, and then we go to the park, we take pictures or whatever. So we get to the prom, we get to the location, like we get to the venue, and we get out, and they have a backdrop set up for us to take pictures on. And so we take pictures or whatever, and then I see, what did I name this boy? Oh, Jack. I see Jack walk in with Anna. Child, Anna looked a hot mess. Like she had on, like her dress, it was nice, but like she had on a big pink puffy dress with some pink gloves or whatever. Like the dress and the gloves looked nice, but it was her hair. She had a ponytail with like some pink ends, and the hair was pink. Like her hair was pink and black out. Oh my god. I was like, really? Like, okay. Like, So then Jack proceeds to come by me after me and my date take my pictures, which I'm going to insert. Yes, I'm inserting those now. Okay. You see him? You see him? It was nice. It wasn't too much and it wasn't too less. We were nice. Okay, so he gonna proceed to tell me after they take their pictures, it's dark and we all dancing and we just having a good time, whatever. Like our parents are there because they were our chaperones. Like we was in 8th grade, so we still had to have chaperones. So me, Tata, and Amari's mom, like our moms was there, and our auntie was there, and like we're just having a ball. Like we're having so much fun. But Jack proceeds to come by me and gonna say, you look good tonight. I said, thank you. He said, like, nah, like, I wish I would have came with you. I said, I don't know. Ain't your girl over there? Like, go over there with her. Like, you don't need to be by me. So we all just having a good time, having a night. As the night goes on, like, we having fun. We closing it to the end. I thank my date so much for bringing, like, for being my date. It was just so much fun. And, like, me and my date ended up starting texting then. And, like, we became very good friends. And then we fell off. Like, we did fall off. I don't know. I wonder how he is now. I gotta ask Chuck. But, like, we became, like, that night was a night to remember. And, like, but, yeah. That's the story. Oh, yo, and let me tell you. Okay, so I gotta go back soon. Okay, so after Anna had started going with Jack, like they got in a relationship, like they started talking, like they was talking heavy. The girl started talking noise about me, like she started talking noise about me, and I was like, it's not really that serious. Like we can fight. Like I was just like, that's like we can fight, like. Because it wasn't that serious for you to be talking about me. Like, you had no business talking about me. So then, like, she was like, well, then we can't fight. Because, like, we got on the phone literally arguing. And like I told her, it's not about him. It's the fact that you're disrespecting my name. And you don't know me like that. And I don't know you like that. Keep in mind, this is still my first year at this school. So you have no business talking about me with your little friends when you don't know me. Like, you don't know me at all. So why are you speaking on my name? Like, oh my God, this girl literally used to mean mug me about this man. And I'm just like, okay, you got him. What do you want me to do about it? Like, me and him, like, what do you want me to do? Like, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, yes, we talked, but we don't talk no more, hun. Like, he talks to different people. Like, it was a rumor had got started on Jack and everything else. Like, it was a big mess. And so she took the hang out on me. And I was like, sis, I didn't do nothing to you. Like, I didn't start the rumor. I didn't do it, sis. He did it. You be mad at him and her. Like, be mad at them. Not to me. Like, no. I laughed. It was hilarious to me. I said, that's what you get. Karma. That's exactly what you get. And I was like, okay. Yeah, okay. So after prom, me and him started back texting or whatever. But it's like, I didn't want nothing more with him than just texting. Like, I didn't want to talk to him, like, get close with him again. I didn't want to do that because you just don't do that. That's disrespectful at all. And, like, I don't know. Like, I guess it all came together in the end. But at the beginning, I was stressed out. Like, if I somewhat didn't even want to go to prom no more. I'm not even going to tell no story. Like, I was just so over prom. And I just didn't. I just was not with it. I was not. So, yeah. That's the story about the time I went to my 8th grade prom. All I want you guys to do is like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share this. Like, yeah, share this. And it's going to be another video up tomorrow. Yeah. And starting November 1st, we will be having Vlogmas. I can't wait. Vlogmas is coming up. And it's going to be so much fun. I love you guys.